Smuggling is often portrayed in entertainment as something almost romantic. Captain Jack Sparrow or Han Solo in command of their ship, avoiding the pesky government while having adventures. What's not to love? The reality, of course, is far more ugly and almost the complete opposite of romantic. Case in point, the Halfan 6, a mysterious ship that is unwanted by nearly every nation in the world, and has essentially been cursed to wander the ocean alone. Halfan 6 inches is a 460-foot cargo vessel which is banned by the United Nations from every port in the world, after it violated international sanctions and smuggled weapons on behalf of North Korea. Far from living an ideal life at sea, the ship's crew has resorted to turning on and off the vessel's GPS transponder in an attempt to conceal its position, while trying desperately to find some place to go in a region mired in military tension. It isn't clear what goods the ship is trying to smuggle, but previous ships in similar situations have carried sinister items. Trending, interviewer asks brainy harassment victim about more, gets nightmare response. It's not the first time North Korean ships have been sanctioned, CNN reported. The Jishan, one of the 4 banned ships, was caught by Egyptian authorities smuggling thousands of North Korean rocket-propelled grenades in 2016. Panamanian authorities detained the Chon gang in 2013 after finding MiG fighter jets, anti-aircraft systems and explosives hidden under bags of sugar, the news network continued. Those military arms were clearly off-limits, but now increased sanctions against North Korea mean that almost all of its exports are considered contraband. The UN has recently passed resolutions blocking North Korea's ability to export goods like coal and metal ores, big moneymakers for Pyongyang, that help fund everything from the lavish lifestyles of North Korea's elite to its rapidly advancing nuclear and missile programs, CNN continued. Instead of complying with the sanctions, rogue ships like the Halfan 6 inches have continued to try to move goods for the North Korean regime. And the result is very strange tracking patterns as the vessels move. Because the Halfan 6 inches keeps deactivating its transponder to mask its movements, there are large gaps in its path when it finally does turn the tracking device back on. Sometimes, the bizarre tracks make the ship appear to move directly over land. Now, in what is either an act of desperation or an attempt to conceal its movements further, the mysterious ship appears to be going in circles. More than a month after it went dark on October 10, the Halfan 6's signal pinged in the East China Sea. It was hundreds of kilometers away from its last location, CNN reported. Related, DC scrambles as Haley reveals U.S. surprise move on 2018 Korean Olympics, then it went in circles for more than 2 weeks. This could be a way to distract investigators, the network continued. If it is an attempt to throw investigators off the trail, it doesn't seem to be working. The ship's strange movements have only drawn more attention. The reality is that all of these bizarre movements and problems could be solved by one simple action: comply with the international sanctions. Stop smuggling weapons and material for a nation that seems hell-bent on wreaking havoc. Of course, the same could be said for the entire Kim regime. North Korea and its shipping partners continue to thumb their noses at the international community. But that will not be able to last forever. T Tribunist, please press share on Facebook if you're closely watching the Korean situation. Why do you think North Korea refuses to comply? Scroll down to comment below.